Okay, so we have an idea of what machine learning is, kind of. But then there's other things, right? Like AI, artificial intelligence, data science, deep learning, neural networks. What are all those things? Now, let's look at machine learning and how it fits into some of the other words you may have heard. Now, you have to keep this diagram in mind. You see, it all starts with AI, or artificial intelligence, which simply means a human intelligence exhibited by machines. An AI is a machine that acts like a human. And currently in our industry, we have something called narrow AI. That is, machines can be just as good or even better than humans at specific tasks. For example, detecting heart disease from images, or at a game of Go or chess or StarCraft and other video games. But each AI is only good at one task. Narrow AI that we currently have simply means those machines can only do one thing really well. They can't be like humans and have multiple abilities. That's called general AI. And it's something that we're very, very far away from now. Machine learning is a subset of AI. And machine learning is an approach to try and achieve artificial intelligence through systems that can find patterns in a set of data. And actually, Stanford University describes machine learning as the science of getting computers to act without being explicitly programmed. That is, getting machines to do things without us specifically saying, do this, then do that, if then, if this then that. And don't worry, we'll explain that more throughout this section. Now, you may have also heard of deep learning. And deep learning, or deep neural networks, is just one of the techniques for implementing machine learning. For now, you can just think of it as a type of algorithm. But then we have this other thing that we've heard of, right? That's also very popular. That is data science. And often, the role of a data science and machine learning expert are quite overlapping. And most job descriptions actually don't even have a clear distinction between what is a machine learning expert and a data science expert. The field of data science simply means analyzing data, looking at data, and then doing something with it, usually some sort of a business goal. So when we talk about machine learning, there's a lot of overlap with data science, and that's why this course is called Machine Learning and Data Science. If you are a data scientist, you need to know machine learning. If you are a machine learning expert, you need to know data science. So throughout the next couple of videos, we're going to be talking about both of these topics because both of them relate and overlap. And you can't do one without the other because you need to be able to understand data and work with data to do any of these things. That's why when we talk about careers, often things like machine learning, data scientist, data analyst, they're all similar because they all work with data. And from that data, they want to derive some sort of action for their business, for the company, or for their users. Now, in this course, we're really focusing on the application side of things. That is, the day-to-day use of machine learning and data science. We won't focus on theoretical academic research, which means you won't need a PhD or be super smart mathematician or statistician to do this course. The focus is on using machine learning and data science to be productive and to get job ready, because that's what companies want right now. Now, when Daniel starts introducing data science and machine learning, he'll combine these two into one and move this machine learning circle inside of data science. That's because the goal of the course is to encompass this entire data science field and teach the machine learning aspects within data science. By the way, you might be wondering, hey, what about this whole data engineering thing that I've heard about? That's another term, isn't it? What about that? Talk about that, Andre. Well, you know what? We have a whole section on it later on in the course, so for now, pretend like it doesn't exist. We'll get to it, I promise. So now that we have an idea of what these big words are, let's have some fun in the next video. Welcome back. It's time to have a little bit of fun because you've just been listening to me talking for a bit, and we want to get our hands dirty and try this machine learning ourselves. But even though we don't know much about it yet, we can actually play with it. For example, there's a great website here by Google called Teachable Machine. And as you can see, what it does is, well, it helps you do some machine learning activities. So if I click on Get Started here, and by the way, by the time you watch the video, maybe they've changed the layout of this website. It doesn't really matter because this is more for you to kind of understand how things work underneath the hood and even play with this yourself. So let's create an image project. And for now, all we're going to do is say, hey, I want to decide or create a machine learning model that detects faces or cats. So let's just say this is going to be faces and this is going to be cats. And we have to give it some image samples so that the machine can learn, right? So in here on my desktop, I've actually saved a couple of photos. I found a nice little cute cat picture online. So let's upload the cat picture. So we'll upload the cat picture here. You can see that we're only uploading one. And here I will upload the faces picture. We'll upload the baby's picture here. Awesome. So we have faces and cats, and then we train our model. We essentially tell the computer, hey, this is an example of what a face looks like, and this is an example of what a cat looks like. So just learn, please. So you can see over here, it's learning. And there you go. It now has created a model. Now in here, I can use my webcam, or I can just upload a file. So let's just upload a snorkel picture that I have of myself, and I click open. There you go. This model that we trained thinks that this has a 49% chance. Let's make this a little bit bigger. This has a 49% chance that this image is a face and a 51% chance that I'm a cat. What's going on here? What if we give it a better picture? I mean, this is a tough picture, right? It's a little bit fuzzy. I have my snorkeling mask on. Maybe it's a tough picture for this model to predict. So I'm going to upload a different file. Let's say this exact same face that I use in the image. If I click open, oh boy, that's even worse. It thinks I'm 57% cat, and it's 43% certain that this is a face. What's happening here? Well, what you've just witnessed is how machine learning works. We provide the computer some data. In this case, I provided one image of myself and Daniel's face and one picture of a cat. Based on those two inputs and data, I say, hey, computer, learn, try to understand this picture, and try to understand this picture. And next time I give you any images based on this data, predict for me or tell me how much confidence you have that either it's a cat or a face. And that's pretty much machine learning. It doesn't have to be just images. It just needs to be some sort of data. We train the computer and we create a model that can predict for us based on that data. Now, we see here that it's really, really bad. I mean, this is definitely not a cat, right? So why is it bad? Well, think about this for a second. Try to answer it on your own. Ready for the answer? Well, number one is that we've only given it one image each. For a computer to really learn and to understand what a face is, what a cat is, it needs hundreds, thousands, if not millions of images of cats to detect patterns, to figure out, hey, this is what a cat is. Hey, this is what a face is. Right now, I've only given it one sample each. So this model is not very smart. Just like a human, right? To learn something in school, you have to repeat it. You have to see it over and over. And then also, with the preview. Sometimes I give it a really clear image of a face, or sometimes I give it the snorkeling picture that's really fuzzy. So that also affects the output. But at the end of the day, machine learning is just that. We give it some input, and then we tell the machine to learn based on those inputs and give us an output next time we give it a new input. Now, I want you to take a break here. I'm going to link to this resource so that you can actually play with this yourself and see if you can improve this model. You can even have your webcam on, so instead of a file, you have your webcam, just like in the examples that they provide. So if I go to Teachable Machine, you can see here different projects that you can build just by clicking without programming anything. You can even export your model once you're done so that you can use it in your own projects. Again, if this is confusing, don't worry. We're actually going to go step by step, and instead of just doing something visually, we're actually going to code and learn how machine learning and data scientists work. But this is a great way for you to just understand on high level how machine learning works. So go off and play with this website, and I'll see you in the next video.